Hey, good morning Adult Fitness. My name is David Hughes. Today we'll be running through a warm-up routine. We're going to have a bit of stretch, a bit of strength, kind of intermingle together. Things you're going to need, a chair, a stool, something to raise yourself off of, and then any kind of weight, dumbbell, gallons of milk, just something heavy to hold on to. So to start, we're going to start on the ground today. We're going to start with a cobra pose. What I want you to do, come out like this. Drive your hips to the ground, proud chest, nice and forward. Take your hands and rotate them backwards. You're gonna have like a 45-degree angle from your body with your hands, and then kind of pull yourself forward with the palms of your hands. You're gonna feel this stretch in your torso, your back, your biceps, your shoulders. And just keep breathing, keep driving your hips into the ground, keep pushing that chest nice and proud, straight forward. Almost done. All right, bring it up. Shake out the arms. Shake out the arms. Come down into a plank position. When you're in this plank position, you can either have your knees down or up. What I want is shoulders to heels has a generally straight line. So hold this plank. What we're gonna do, knees or not, you're gonna rotate, arms to the sky, back down, rotate the other way. You're rotating at your hips, keeping both feet on the ground. When you come back down, bring up your legs in a very slow mountain climber. Rotate, rotate. And you can even do the mountain climber with your knees down. Keeping your knees there, bringing those knees up. All right. Bring it back and up. Excuse me, I'm gonna adjust my shirt here. Bring it into a child's pose. So you're gonna sit your rear towards your heels, drag those hands forward, and sort of bring your shoulders to the ground. Once you're comfortable in that position, take a deep breath. Take your right hand, reach it under your body, rest it on the ground, and drop towards it. You gotta feel this stretch in your shoulders, your back, your arms, especially your upper back, maybe even your torso. Keep breathing. Every time you breathe out, I want you to sink deeper into the stretch. All right, come up, other hand, reach under, rest it on the ground, and fall into that shoulder. With all of your exercise, all these stretches and exercises, I want you to stretch to the point of tension, not to the point of pain. No stretch should hurt. Excuse me, I'm gonna adjust a little bit here. No stretch should hurt. It should just be a nice tension on the requisite muscle groups. Keep holding that. Sink deep into it. Deep breath. Doing great. Glad you guys are here. Glad to be doing this warm-up with you. All right, bring it up. Shake out your arms. Go ahead and sit back on your rear. Tuck one leg in and one leg out. I'm starting with the right leg, your preference. Reach for your toe. If you hit your knee, your shin, or you go past your toe, whatever's best for you, you modify this to your preference, to your ability. What I want you to do, point that toe towards your head. Point it up, and you're going to feel that stretch. You're going to feel a little bit in your hamstrings, and you're going to feel a little bit in your calves. The deeper you go, the more you pull. Don't hurt your foot or your ankle, but the more you pull, the more you'll feel this in your calves. Keep breathing. You can even drop your head a little. Remember, every time you breathe out, sink deeper into that stretch. All right, shake it out. Switch legs and reach. Pulling this foot, this heel in towards your groin, and reaching for your foot, pointing the toe towards your head. You might even feel this a little bit in the opposite oblique. Deep breaths, nice and easy. Just sink into that tension. Trying to limber up the muscles, get blood to the muscles, improve your uptake of oxygen and glucose, get you ready for the workout or the day that's ahead of you, whether you're staying with us for one of our exercise routines or just going about your daily schedule. It's always good to warm up. All right, rotate. I'm turning towards you. You face whatever works for the room that you're in. We're gonna do a butterfly stretch. So feet together, pull your heels towards you, use your elbows and your weight and push down on your legs. And when you're in here, you can come up a little bit, reach up, bend, and pull on your tricep. Pull on the elbow, that direction, the opposite direction of the arm, and then leaning into the butterfly stretch. That'll give you a tricep stretch, shoulder stretch, and hip adductors right here, stretch. No matter what you got going on today, no matter how busy your day is, making 15-20 minutes for a warm-up, it's always a great idea. All right, switch arms, pulling that direction now, and leaning forward. Try not to drive your chin into your neck. You want to make room for your chest. When you breathe, I want your chest to rise, and then as you breathe out, you use that extra room you just earned to sink lower into the stretch. Keep breathing. Just relax everything except for the stretch muscles and sink against them. Don't rock. Just a nice gradual, slow sink with each breath. Keep breathing. Try to focus on the stretch at hand. Don't think too much about whatever stresses are on your day. All right, go on and rest. We're going to be laying supine on your back for the next exercise or stretch. What I want you to do, bring that knee towards your chest and pull it and just hold it. You're going to try to imagine the knee coming towards the floor. While you're doing that, draw your navel to your spine and just a slight engage in the core. This isn't the plank, but you do want some stability. You want to let go of that leg. I want that leg to go this way and your body to go this way. So hips pointing this way, chest and torso. You can even let your arm drag you this way. You can use this hand and pull on that leg. Deep breath. All right, switch legs. Pull this into you. And now the opposite direction. So leg this direction, body this direction. Body to the left, leg to the right. You want a torso twist in here. You want that leg dropped over and your arm as a counterbalance. If you have something to grab onto, got a bunch of my daughter's baby clothes over here. That might help you get a little bit more of a stretch in. Remember each breath, sink lower into this. This is a torso, a little bit of abductor, a little bit of your chest and arms. All right, come back to that starting position. Want you to bend one knee, take one foot, rest it on that knee, and kind of sink into this stretch. You're going to feel it just ever so slightly in the glute and abductor. You're going to push down on that knee while driving this knee towards you and pulling this foot's going to go this way towards your head, and the knee is going to go away from you. There's an alternate that you may be familiar with where you're standing. It's basically the same thing, just right now we're prone, or supine on our backs. There we go. You're going to get a slight tension on the outside of your leg, up your rear towards your glutes, maybe just barely south of that erector spinae. All right, switch legs. Same thing, pushing down on this leg, pushing up on this foot. I'm going to hold this 30-35 seconds. After this, we're going to do a few strength training exercises. Start to kind of amp up the energy. We're at like a 3 to 4. I want you to bring it to that 5, 6, not a 7. No reason to be pushing it too hard in the warm-up. You're just trying to get limber. You don't want to go 0 to 60. This is the on-ramp if exercise and or your day is the highway. Drawing that navel in just slightly, ever so slightly, bringing your obliques in, pushing down on that knee. All right. Straight legs, navel in, shoulder blades against the ground. If you imagine your hips as a bowl of water, tilt it backwards, spill it. And what I want you to do, lift one leg and sweep it out. One way to modify this, to slightly decrease the intensity of this exercise, bend a knee, just kind of gives you a little bit more stability and support. I don't need a leg lift here. You're just maybe 3 to 6 inches off the ground, and you're going to sweep out. You're going to feel your hips stop you at about 45, maybe 30 degrees. Don't fight that. Listen to your body. Your body's telling you not to go any further. There's a good reason for that. You're going to get a little bit of an abductor, a little bit of an adductor strength training in here. Just a few more. Bring it in and switch legs. Remember, straight leg or bent, your preference. You can put your hands out to the side. That also increases the balance, increases your base of support, makes this decreases the intensity of this exercise. We're doing a little bit of strength in this warm up and a little bit of stretch. Not only do we want loose, stretched muscles, but we also want blood flow into those muscles. We want those muscles nice and warm. Keep going, you're doing great. Remember, draw that navel in, bring those obliques in, shoulder blades against the ground, chest pressed, and spill the water on the ground with the bucket. Keep breathing the whole time. This time you don't actually, there's nothing to sink into. You just want to maintain breathing while you're doing this. All right, now come on up. I want you to take a knee. Just basic football knee. Right before a game, I suppose, and you're going to drive your hips forward. You're going to get a little bit of a hip flexor stretch here, and I'm going to tilt the camera up. Keep doing that kneeling stretch. I want you to raise your hands up and back while you thrust your hips forward and sink into this hip flexor stretch. This is one of my personal favorite stretches. I love this stretch. Hip flexor is it's a neglected muscle group, both stretch and strength. And it's so important. It's where so much of the power comes from when you're running, walking, squatting, whatever you're doing, sitting, going to switch legs. I'm rotating, you don't have to. I'm just trying to get you a better view here. So reach up and back and lean into that stretch. Keep breathing. It's so easy. It's one of my biggest exercise faux pas is I always forget to breathe, especially on the heavier lifts. You want to keep breathing, keep oxygenating. When you breathe, again, expand the lungs. Not tummy breathing, chest breathing. Keep driving forward, leaning into that stretch. Don't bounce, just general, slow, steady, deeper and deeper. All right, we're gonna come up. We're gonna do dips. So grab a chair, a stool, whatever you got, whatever's your personal preference. Grab the sides, grab the front of it. Push your rear off the end there, and just bend at the elbow. The further away from the chair you are, the more challenging this exercise is. If you want, you take a little break, shake out the arms. This is going to get your triceps, your shoulders working. Get back into the game. Dips. We're going to do dips, squats with the calf raise, and then good mornings with a row. I'll explain what all that is. For now, focus on the dips. And shake them out. You can also do this with 2 chairs, 1 hand on each chair. Kind of spread your arms out a little bit. That'll increase the difficulty. All right, and come up. Next up is squats with calf raises. So a calf raise, just coming up on your tiptoes, and a squat, a little bit longer than shoulder width, and there's coming no further than 90 degrees at the knee. If you want, grab some type of weight. I've got jugs of water here. Hold them where you're comfortable. Squat down, calf raise up. Here, I'm gonna angle that camera a little bit. Squat down, calf raise up. Squat, calf raise. Put your hands where you're comfortable with them. If you want them out in front of you for some balance, that's great. All right, one more. All right, next up is a good morning with a row. This is the last exercise of the warm-up. What I want you to do, take your weight or your hands, draw it to your chest, slight bend in the knees, hinge at the hip like you're bowing, and come back up. Whoa. And bow. Here's what you're gonna do. Dangle the arms, get a row in there. Come back up. Good morning. And bow, dangle, row, like you're pulling on a lawnmower, right? And then come back up. Bow, dangle, really slow lawnmower. Obviously not gonna start any lawnmower that I know of. And come back up. You want a neutral spine, we're doing one more. Dangle, 2-arm row, and back up. All right, that's our warm-up. Get some water, get some protein. If you're going about your day, get a shower. If you're staying for an exercise, there's no need to do that just yet. Make sure you hydrate throughout the day. Excuse me. And have a great day.